Hello there, I'm Ben Wade, and in this UnleashU tutorial, you are going to learn about WordPress widgets. This video is part of a series where you will learn how to build a website with WordPress. Those are all organized so they're easy for you to navigate at UnleashU.com. Now, let's dive into WordPress widgets. So the first thing you'll need to do is log in, and you can do that by adding /wp-login.php to your domain name. Then log in with your username and password. And that'll bring you here to your dashboard. So let's go to your widgets dashboard first. So go to Appearance and Widgets. And that'll bring you here to your widgets dashboard. If you notice here on the screen, you have two areas. You have available widgets over here on the left, and you have your widget areas over here on the right. And this is where you manage where your widgets are laid out. Now what widgets are is each widget represents a functionality. Each widget does something different. And if you notice, they have descriptions of them over here on the left-hand side. Now here on the sidebar, there's search, recent posts, archives, categories, and meta. So let's go find where those are showing up on the site. So we'll open up the home page. And if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll notice here you have search, recent posts, archives, categories, and meta. And this is the widgets showing up on the site. And they're in the exact same order as back here in the widget dashboard. Search, recent posts, archives, categories, and meta. So let's rearrange these a little bit. We'll drag and drop them in a different order. And then refresh the home page. And now these are in the same order as you see them in the dashboard in the back. Search, archives, recent posts, and meta, and categories. Now let's add another widget to the area. Let's drag a calendar widget. We're going to add that right here on top. We'll go back to the home page and refresh. And now you see this calendar is showing up on the top of the sidebar area. And this is how widgets work. You have widget areas which show up on the posts and pages. And within those widget areas, you can drag and drop the widgets into them and manage them that way. Now let's go back and delete a couple. All you have to do is open it up and click delete. And it removes it from the widget area. This is also where you can change the settings of the widget depending on what kind of settings it has available. If we go out here and refresh, now those widgets have disappeared. Now each theme is going to display its widgets areas differently. This particular theme has a sidebar and footer 1 and footer 2, but that's not going to be the same from one theme to another. So part of the process is trial and error. Once you get a new theme, you'll have to go into the theme areas, and the first thing you want to do is drop some placeholder widgets in and then see where they show up. So let's do that now. We'll go ahead and drop a calendar into footer 1. And also into footer 2. And I use calendar because it's a great placeholder. It adds a little bit of content and lets you see where this shows up. So now let's go refresh the home page. And we'll scroll down. And here down at the bottom in the footer is footer 1 and footer 2. And that's the calendars that we added. And this lets us know where these widget areas are. Now what's also individual to each theme is whether or not it shows all the widget areas on all the posts and pages. Now here on the home page, it shows all the widget areas. Let's go look at one of the posts. So this theme actually shows the same widget areas on the post that it does on the home page. Now let's go look at one of the pages. And here on the page, it does not show the sidebar widget area, but it does show the footers. And again, this is going to be a little bit of trial and error on your part anytime you're using a theme to figure out how it displays these widget areas. Now over here on the left, the core WordPress install comes with a lot of different types of widgets. But you can also add more widgets to your site by installing plugins. And plugins is something we're going to cover in another tutorial. But the basic process is by installing a new plugin, you add new functionality to your site. A lot of these plugins use a widget to display whatever they do. So you install the plugin and a new widget will show up in the widget dashboard. Then you drag that widget in place into one of your widget areas, and then it displays on the site. So that's the nuts and bolts of widgets and how they're handled by WordPress. These are a very powerful part of the WordPress system, and it's definitely a good idea to crack the hood on your site and use these a little bit so you can get familiar with how they work. Alright, and the rest of the tutorials in this series, you'll learn how to actually build a website with WordPress. Another series will be behind the scenes tutorials on how we created these videos. We'll cover how we built UnleashU.com, which is where we organize all of our tutorials so they're easy for you to navigate, and links to that are in the video description, so be sure to visit. Lots of great stuff coming up and you don't want to miss any of it. So be sure to click that like button on our Facebook page, be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Basically follow us wherever you find us so you never miss a thing. Also like, favorite, comment on, and share this video so other people have an easier time finding it. Alright, thanks for watching and keep an eye out for more tutorials coming up.